So we began our project by thinking about the future of learning. For that future, we wanted to explore how technology could advance equality and accessibility in education for one particular demographic, young women interested in STEM pathways. So first, let's understand what STEM is. STEM is a diverse group of subjects including science, tech, engineering, and math. And these subjects make up an even more diverse array of professions. And employment in STEM professions is increasing rapidly at over twice the rate of non-STEM professions. In fact, this growth has been so significant that there is a concern nationally that our country won't be able to meet the demand for STEM workers. The people in STEM, however, are not so diverse. Despite this rapid growth in employment, women remain significantly underrepresented in these high-skill occupations, even though they graduate from college in STEM fields at a higher rate than their male counterparts. Recently in the news, we saw an infamous memo from a now former Google employee who felt the need to express his belief that his female co-workers may be ill-suited for their jobs due to what he called biological causes. Yet the research shows that this is simply not the case. The absence of women in STEM professions is largely due to a lack of retention, not ability. Women don't choose STEM professions because they're taught by our culture that they don't belong in STEM professions. And this lack of belonging ultimately undermines their motivation and confidence to pursue STEM pathways. If you were contemplating your future profession, would you really want to choose to work in an industry where people perceive you as being biologically inferior? Likely not. Yet these beliefs remain prevalent. And as a result of this bias, girls don't get the exposure and support that they need to succeed in STEM. And our app is hoping that we can fix this. I'm going to turn it over to T to talk about our process.
Hi. So basically, this is the design challenge question that we came up with. How might we facilitate social integration for young girls in STEM programs so they feel more supported in pursuing a STEM career? And the approaches that we did in order to better understand the problem and the needs of girls who are interested and want to pursue STEM careers included literature reviews, expert interviews with a lot of UW teachers, including Andy Davidson right over there, and also field observations with 2 classes with Summit Sierra School and a focus group discussion with about a dozen girls, 14 years of age. So these were kind of the quotes that we got from the focus discussion groups through our research. And a lot of them were seeing that there were a lot of activities in their daily lives that were not related, that they couldn't relate to STEM. That would include things like picking up seashells on the beach and checking them out, creating solar systems out of styrofoams in your bedroom, and also building Lego robots. They didn't kind of correlate that. So they were looking for fun collaborative projects that were personal and relatable that they couldn't really find. So our research found these were the 3 insights that we got, which were, how do we show young women that STEM skills are relevant to everyday lives? How do we enable young women to share knowledge and also motivate their peers? And how do we facilitate social connections through girls working together? With this in mind, Luis will introduce you to our app, Stembuds.
So the goal is to facilitate social connection through collaborative interaction. I want you to keep that in mind, and I would like to introduce you to our application, Stembuds. Stembuds, it's a mobile app for iOS that integrates girls into a gamified STEM community through do-it-yourself activities and knowledge sharing. The overall concept of Stembuds is for girls to install the application, choose their bud, and do STEM activities while they're learning and what they're sharing with their community. But let me show you what Stembud can do. In the next video, we'll show you a girl named Esme who will be using the application.
Female disengagement from STEM starts during the middle school years, a crucial time for identity formation and occupational motivation. Girls are taught that they don't belong in STEM, so they don't get the exposure and support they need. Stembuds integrates girls into a STEM-based community through do-it-yourself learning activities and knowledge sharing. By breaking activities down into easy-to-follow steps, girls have fun learning while getting the hands-on experience they need to grow. Girls can share activities with other members of their community and connect through a common interest. Stembuds makes it fun to grow your STEM and find your buds.
Now, I will show you how Esme uses the Stembud application through the three main components of the platform. To complete an activity, Esme, as a returning user, will be taken to the Stembud page where she can scroll down and look at the different activities for that particular section. In this case, she wants to do the Skittle Rainbow activity. So she clicks on that, and she will be brought to a details page where Esme can check all the supplies needed for that particular activity and watch a video tutorial that will allow her to complete that activity. Esme is now ready to begin posting her activity, and she will be taken to a screen where she can take a picture of the project or a video. Once the capture is completed, she will be able to write a quick caption of the project and also choose which club she wants to share it with and write a question about the project that will facilitate further discussion with her buds. After posting her story, she receives the Food Scientist badge, and she will be able to collect leaves that will allow her to buy items from the shop section later on. Finally, Esme is returned to her Stembud, where she can watch level up and grow as she's learning new skills. This is an example of the animation that will be presented in this particular phase. Next, the stories section. Esme can access the latest stories from her buds anytime. That includes batches received, new skills learned, or any other progression for her Stembuds. By clicking on the highlighted word from the newsfeed, Esme will be taken to a single page where she can watch a video of the story, see other buds' comments, or just add a reaction to that particular story. But Esme knows that the fun isn't over yet. Finally, she has the club section where she can always go to interact with other buds and find new cool projects to work on. From there, she can find more activities from the robotics club. So she taps on that image card, and then she will be taken to a feed section where she can see the latest DIY posts from other users. If she clicks on the image card, she will be taken to a full listing of the project, where she can watch a video of the project and a series of images that will explain how the application works. Also, from the main club section, Esme can tap in the top search bar and look for other clubs she's interested in. For example, she taps food, and related results will appear right away. She can click and join that club from there. Now, she'll be able to find more buds and keep growing her Stembud while she's learning and sharing with her community who shares the same interests.
So we're hoping that Stembuds will help girls develop the confidence and social support that they need to pursue STEM careers. That's all from us, and we want to thank our sponsors, the Intentional Futures team, especially Avery, Christinelle, and Lyle sitting over there. Our expert interviews, thank you, Andy, for a lot of your help, and our MHCID cohort, and our instructors. Thank you very much for your support.